Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR Thunder 2004. And in this episode of our third season in career mode, we're going to be completing race 24 of 36, the Sharpie 500 at Bristol Motor Speedway. In the last episode, we went to Michigan, where I think we finished in like second place, trying to chase down the leader, but we just couldn't catch him. And I believe it was Bobby Labonte, wasn't it? I think that's correct. Yes, it was. And he was battling it out with Tony Stewart early on, and Tony Stewart was the strong one, but Tony Stewart stayed out so late for his pit stop that he just lost a bunch of time. And I believe I finished second, either that or third, but we are still the points leader, 74 points over Tony Stewart just because of the ground that he had lost. And here are the driver respect levels. Ryan Newman is our only rival, I suppose, because Earl Hall, he never shows up for a race. I'm beginning to wonder if there's going to be any race in the season that he comes to. And then you've got all these, little allies and stuff. Worked with Kevin Harvick in the last race, I believe, and then I think Johnny Benson is still mostly from Daytona. But let's get out of here. We're going to be using Race Day 2016's paint scheme. Yeah, I know I'm using this car in a lot of races now. It used to be this one was the only one that I wasn't using for, I think the first half of the season almost. But let's go to race weekend. Quick select the chassis, engine, and body. The chassis is fresh. The engine is a little bit worn from the last race, but the body is fresh as well. This is a car rating of 80. This is the highest we've ever gotten. Now we're getting to the 80s. We should be able to win at Bristol on speed. I really don't want none of that caution pit stop glitch. I mean, I think everybody wants it just because it's something funny to look forward to. But if I could win a race without that crap happening, that would be just amazing. The setup for qualifying is 0 turns of wedge and 20 PSI. That's just what it's been left on since we came here in the past few races, I suppose. So really just going to try to use this first lap so I can get warmed up and feel like just get a handle of what the car feels like around this track. That wasn't too bad. Or 30 seconds, so I guess it was. Just need to use a little more speed. This car's got more grip than I can probably give it credit for. It's a really good turn 1 and 2. A little bit wide into 3 and 4, and then we'll arc it back down. Okay, how much better was that? By about, I think, 0.2 seconds. Please be 14th. It's on the outside. This is a short track, so that is terrible. Maybe I could have been a little bit better, but after all, qualifying is mostly just a warm-up for us. And I mean, if I was perfectly ready to qualify great every race, then by now I'd probably have a 200-point lead. And Dale Earnhardt Jr. is starting on the front row next to Ryan Newman. I mean, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is pretty good at Bristol, so that makes sense. But green flag is out. We're underway for 50 laps here at Bristol Motor Speedway, Thunder Valley. So we got to the inside very quickly just because of Jimmy Johnson checking up behind us and everything. We'll try to dive it into turn 3. Not hit Michael Waltrip, but this is a position I'm very capable of getting, in my opinion. Getting to 13th place. Oh man, I can feel it. This car is a good bit better than last time. Last time we came here, I think we had a top 5 car, just barely. So, oh my gosh, all those sparks. So this time, if I push hard enough, I'm patient, but not too patient, could win this race. Starting back here, don't make it that easy. We got qualified better than this the last time we came here. Okay, let's just keep on pushing. I have to focus if I want to make some passes happen. Not that much on a fancy driver. I don't know why these fancy drivers get to start in front of me. It's like, hey, this fancy driver can have a better qualifying lap than you. It's kind of offensive, and the game just does it on purpose, I swear. Ugh. Yeah, I didn't brake enough, but we were able to pull up in front of him. Now Rusty Wallace is getting away. I think we're just lacking in acceleration for the most part, because I can gain it if I push it hard enough in. It gets really tied off, and the AI are really strong at Bristol, and that's what makes it such a challenge race here. Bristol is probably the best experience in any NASCAR game whenever playing this one in specific, aside from the pit stop caution glitch stuff. This compared to what you get in NASCAR E3, it's much more authentic. The cars are fun to drive. It's a challenge to actually drive the cars themselves, and once you get that down, then you got to deal with the AI and race them. I have to focus to catch on to these guys and try making a pass, so just gonna stay silent for a while and hit the wall. See, this is why I need to stop. I just need to stop, trying so hard to talk and drive at the same time. Golly. I've been pushing the fuck out of this car for just lap after lap, and I'm just not enough, guys. I'm not good enough. Need to work on it. Either that, or we're just gonna have to keep on going here, and once we have a car that's good enough for me to actually be the superior advantage to everybody, we can actually compete, because I'm just not good enough here. I wish I was better. I'm trying so hard to be better. I just need to focus. Well, I mean, it's not like I meant to do that, but to be faster than somebody at Bristol in this game is like, you just closer and closer and closer until you finally just hit them. Or you dive bomb a corner trying to just finally start making the pass. Well, let's try catching back up to those guys. I think we can do it. Okay. Ow. This is an embarrassment. They said the fuel was getting extremely low, but then it got to the point where the car just started steering all on its own, and it hugged the wall. It hugged the wall. It put the diapers on the wall. Hugs. I don't know sometimes with this game, man. I mean, it does that NASCAR Thunder 2003 too, where you touch a wall and all of a sudden it attaches itself, it grabs it. Well, so we caused the caution during pit stops. I don't want that either. I just want to have a nice, good race where I get what I deserve. If I deserve to finish 15th, then fuck it, man. We'll take 15th. It's like, we started 14th, we passed a couple cars, and then suddenly I didn't have shit anymore. I pushed it, I'm focusing, but I can't catch anybody or pass anybody. Well, I mean, Ricky Rudd got around us, and I got back around him. I don't know. I guess because I had his draft. I guess if I don't have the draft, it makes it take be like 20 laps to catch those guys and pass them if I had on like 100% race length. My fingers hurt, and we're only halfway done this thing. We're in 7th. I trapped a bunch of people a lap down, so now I'm cheating my way into finishing well in this race. It's not like I want to do this. Shit happens. Well, it's our chance to make some passes on the restart, I guess. Things are stacking up on the outside. Some of these guys have got to be a lap down, and I don't know who and who not. Well, Dale Jarrett, I don't know how he would be on the lead lap if he's on the outside. I'm really confused, like, what's going on. I'm just watching all of this, but keep on racing, passing cars, maybe still get a top 5 in this race. I really don't deserve a top 5 in this race. I've been putting out like I said, top 15 performance at best. Couldn't even get into the top 10. I mean, if I had enough time, I probably could have, but they started pulling off the track and whatever, and I was like, well, I need to go down pit road because the fuel's getting low, and then that happened just before I was about to actually say anything about it. Like, in the process of my mind rendering what I was about to say, it just, I don't know, got loose with the car, and then it did the attached to the wall thing. Attache helicopter wall. I don't know. Oh well, we're in the top 5. Elliott Sadler is not for position, so this is kind of dumb. Ricky Craven wasn't in the top 5 either. Who did I pass to get into the top 5? I don't know. I'm not sure which car it was, if it wasn't either of those two. Well, I need to pass Elliott Sadler if I want to keep on making up positions. I mean, just because I'm in 5th place and I don't think I deserve it doesn't mean I'm not going to try to finish as best as possible. I'm still going to race. Jimmy Johnson is faster than me at Bristol. It's just legitimately faster than me. And I'm racing him back. I'm like, no, I'm not going to just give it away. We're going to battle this. If I can get a top 5, I'm going to reach for that top 5. You're going to stop me. It's still kind of embarrassing that I just threw away my chance to get a finishing position that I actually deserve. Now I'm fighting for something that, you know, kind of given. Come on. Freaking Elliott Sadler, get out the fucking way, man. God. Diving on in there. We got people still pitting? For what? Couldn't have just pitted a while ago? Okay, and one of those guys was on the lead lap. So now I got a position for that. How many other people that are on the lead lap have to pit? Like, does Jimmy Johnson have to pit? See Dale Earnhardt Jr., Rusty Wallace up there? I don't know who's actually like the rest of the positions on the track. Now I'm in 3rd. Okay, so Bobby Labonte's the leader. So if Bobby Labonte and Jimmy Johnson have to go down pit road, then I win this race. Which is stupid, because that doesn't make any sense. Like, why wouldn't they have to pit? I mean, why would they have to pit? Not wouldn't. You get the point. Like, why wouldn't they have just pitted a while ago? Honestly, I thought I saw them all come down pit road with me because it said that they were out in front of me and whatever. Jimmy Johnson, you freaking brake checked me. Just rammed the brakes in my face. So, I mean, Jimmy Johnson's not actually faster than me. I mean, you saw him pulling away whenever I was behind Elliott Sadler, but that's just because Elliott Sadler was blocking me and whatever else that crap. You don't hit the wall, JC. I'm trying, but I don't want to wreck him. I don't want to make any more contact than I already have. I mean, it's Bristol, so the best way to make up a position is just to drive into somebody. It's not like I want to. I haven't really proved anything in this race aside from that it takes me to make contact to actually pass somebody. Maybe I'm faster than someone, but would like to be faster than them and pass them cleanly. He is just being so protective of the bottom lane right now, and it is very annoying. That's any freaking driver I'm trying to pass this track, whether they're on the lead lap or not. Oh, here we go. And he cuts down on my nose. I can't turn anymore. I can't complete this pass. I don't even deserve to be in this position, but whatever. And he pulled away off that corner. We keep on racing. Jeff Gordon's all over my freaking tail waiting for me to make a mistake, and I'm waiting for Jimmy Johnson to make a mistake. Do I have to do it, guys? Do I have to just run him over? We're not using MDK's car, so I'll use that as an excuse for this freaking pass right here. Actually, I didn't even touch him. Holy shit, didn't even touch him. I didn't make him hit the wall either. Okay, so running P2, get down to the bottom car. Don't let Jeff Gordon by. So I lost Jimmy Johnson 2 positions right there. Well, like I said, if Bobby Labonte has to go down pit road, we win this race. I just need to not lose any more positions. But honestly, I really doubt that Bobby Labonte has to go down pit road, because I figured he would have done it earlier with all those guys that did. We're closing in on some more lap traffic. We got Rusty Wallace and Terry Labonte in some Wheat Thins car, or I don't know what that is, a Looney Tunes car? Making contact and stuff. Just keep on racing my race. Bobby Labonte is not in my reach. Like, I literally can't win this race just by catching up to him or anything, so I really don't want to try too hard to, get around this track and pass cars or anything. I really don't even think I should be trying to get around these lap traffic. I'm not even trying to. They're just that freaking slow. So if I make an attempt to pass you, are you going to try stopping me or what? Golly, the lap traffic is, I swear it is, hey now, get out of the way. I swear the lap traffic is stacking up so badly that Bobby Labonte is actually like right up there ahead of us, now just a second away. Golly, they were making that car impossible to control because they were just knocking me around. At least Terry Labonte was for sure. We finished in second. That's great. I don't deserve it. On Wednesday, we are going to Darlington Raceway for the Mountain Dew Southern 500. We're going to be using MDK's car because this is a very important race, and I want to use my favorite paint scheme that we have gotten in the paint scheme contest for this season in that episode. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at all the standings now that race just happened. I think that was Bobby Labonte's second win in a row. Great job. Where is he in the points right now? Bobby Labonte, shout out. He's in 8th place. That was his 3rd win of the season, yeah, because he won one of the early races. He won at the 2nd race of the season, Rockingham. Yeah, I remember that one. I was just looking at it in the last episode, I think. But Tony Stewart was 74 behind me. Now he's 89 behind me. He had a chance to gain a good bit of points on me in that race, but then I went and lost control of my car during pit stops and trapped him a lap down. At least I think I did. I don't know. Maybe he just wound up not gaining very good positions after the restart. But we can't just have a fair championship battle, and it's all my fault, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm just out of control. I can't control my own race car. What a bitch. Driver respect levels. Earl Hall still has not raced since Daytona. I knew he wasn't going to be in that race, to be honest. Terry Labonte, yeah, we're battling it out because he's being a lap car. He's being slow, taking up more space than necessary, like always. Anyway, he's still got a few of these allies left. Mike Murphy, well, he's a fantasy driver, so I don't know when he's going to be coming in and race, but that's going to be there until he shows up. We have Johnny Benson, Kevin Harvick from the last episode. Alright, so let's go to team management. I'm sure we have some work to do, like always. Shop additions. 2 races left until that washing machine looking thing comes in. Garage. Yes, we've got 2 races left until the new chassis comes in, which will be 82 tire grip, 80 tire wear. And 1 race until this is done being overhauled. Once it's done, I'm probably just going to get rid of this because we're only going to need 1 with the other one coming in. Engines. So might as well just overhaul this, which will increase the power by 1 and the efficiency by 1 as well. Some really good ratings. I think I'm going to need a lot more power than that if I want to stand a chance at Bristol, because I suck. I don't like sucking. I hate sucking. I wish I could stop sucking. How do you stop sucking? I feel like sucking is an action that can be stopped. We got 1 race left on this and 2 races left on this one, just like we have with the chassis for our bodies right now. What is this going to be? 82 downforce and 80 drafting. So these are actually similar ratings for something that we're building right now with bodies. And it used to be that the bodies were always way lower than everything else, just because we're always, getting to that last. But they're starting to equalize. We got one race left on the thing that we just used right there. Sponsorship ratings. Happiness for Coca-Cola is 100, and Outback is 100 as well. So, I mean, if I hadn't gotten a top 5, which I honestly didn't deserve to, like I said, a million freaking times, I deserved to finish like way 15th or something, well, then we would have actually fallen back down to, I think, 98 or maybe 96. I don't know if we were at 98 happiness before going into that race. But, yeah, we've got these two sponsors at their highest, exception for, like, what we're doing right now. And whenever they leave, hopefully it's not going to be too difficult to satisfy those sponsors. And for all we know, we might be getting a package sponsor, which would suck because then I would be able to finish, using these paint schemes throughout the season. But at least y'all using them a bunch. We've used this one many times. We used Race Day 2016 paint scheme a lot. And there's also been Kamikaze Games and Dale Reynolds. We've used them all many times, so I like to say that. And sorry if I use one more than another and we wind up getting a package sponsor, but yeah, we should find out what kind of sponsor we get in a couple races, which will be like after race 27, I think. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.